Liz shares her plan to move out with Bryce and Leighton. Amber reacts, "You're not going to make it." 7 Little Johnstons, a reality TV series that showcases the lives of the Johnston family, has become a fan favorite for its relatable family dynamics and heartwarming moments. The show, which centers around the Johnston family, parents Trent and Amber, and their 5 children, all of whom have dwarfism, explores their daily lives, struggles, and triumphs in a world that often isn't designed for them. Over the years, fans have grown attached to the Johnston family, witnessing their milestones and challenges. One of the more recent storylines that has captivated viewers is Liz Johnston's plan to move out of her family home with her boyfriend Bryce and their young son Leighton. As the oldest of the Johnston children, Liz has had her fair share of responsibilities and challenges, balancing family obligations with her personal dreams. Liz's decision to move out represents a significant milestone in her life, not just for her, but for her parents, especially Amber. Her choice has been a subject of emotional discussions, offering viewers a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the dynamics of the Johnston family. Liz's desire for independence is a natural progression for someone in their early 20s, but for her parents, particularly Amber, this move represents more than just a simple shift in living arrangements. Amber has always been deeply involved in her children's lives, often acting as a guiding force and a protective mother. The thought of Liz moving out is understandably difficult for her, especially because it means a major change in the family structure. Liz has been a central part of the household, helping to manage the family's day-to-day activities, and Amber's concern about her daughter's ability to live independently is a theme that plays out during their discussions. Amber's reaction to Liz's plan is one of concern. Amber is the kind of mother who has always been there for her children, providing emotional and practical support. When Liz shared her intentions to move out, Amber's immediate response was one of skepticism, stating, "You're not going to make it." For Amber, this wasn't a dismissal of Liz's capabilities or dreams, but rather a reflection of the deep worry she feels as a mother. Amber knows that life outside the safety and comfort of the family home can be tough, especially when you are navigating the world as a little person. The world is not always designed with accessibility in mind, and Amber has seen firsthand the challenges that Liz and her siblings face daily. Amber's reaction, though perhaps harsh, is born out of love and concern. She fears that Liz might be underestimating the difficulties that come with living independently. There's a sense of protectiveness in Amber's words, a desire to shield her daughter from any potential heartache or struggle. As a mother, Amber has always been the one to make sure everything is in place, ensuring her children's safety and well-being. Now, with Liz seeking to carve out her own path, Amber finds herself at a crossroads, torn between supporting her daughter's independence and the overwhelming desire to keep her close. On the other hand, Liz's decision is a testament to her growing maturity and desire for independence. For years, she has helped her parents manage their busy household, looking after her younger siblings, and taking on more responsibilities than most her age. Liz has always been incredibly responsible, often acting as a second mother to her siblings, which speaks to her nurturing nature. Moving out is not just about finding her own space, it's about proving to herself and to her family that she is capable of managing her life on her own terms. Liz's boyfriend, Bryce, also plays a central role in this decision. Their relationship has been a focal point in the series, with Bryce being a steady and supportive partner to Liz. Bryce's support is crucial for Liz as they navigate the challenges of raising a child together and preparing for a life outside the family home. The couple's decision to move out with their son Leighton signifies a new chapter in their lives, one where they can build their own family unit and develop a sense of autonomy. For Liz, this move is as much about her relationship with Bryce as it is about her personal growth. However, Amber's reaction highlights a common issue many parents face when their children reach adulthood: the desire to protect them from the challenges of the real world. Amber's worry isn't unfounded, as she has seen her children face difficulties due to their dwarfism. The world is not always accommodating, and Liz's decision to leave the family home could bring with it unforeseen hurdles, particularly in terms of accessibility, finances, and maintaining the support system she's had at home. The contrast between Liz's excitement and Amber's concern is a defining moment in the series. It speaks to the complexities of parent-child relationships, especially when the child is transitioning into adulthood. Amber's skepticism doesn't mean she doesn't believe in Liz's abilities. Rather, it shows the deep emotional bond that ties them together. Amber has always been Liz's rock, and letting go is a difficult step in any parent's journey. For Liz, the decision to move out represents both freedom and responsibility. She's not just stepping away from her family, she's stepping into the unknown, a place where she will have to face the challenges of adulthood head-on. The journey is filled with uncertainty, but it's a necessary part of growing up. Liz is not only trying to create her own space in the world, but also learning to balance her role as a mother, a partner, and an independent adult. The tension between Liz and Amber is a reminder that change is hard, even for those who love each other the most. As the show progresses, viewers will likely see how Liz and Amber navigate this difficult transition, learning to support each other in new ways while respecting the changes in their relationship. This storyline captures the universal experience of growing up, with all its joys, challenges, and growing pains. Ultimately, Liz's decision to move out is a testament to her growth as an individual. It's a natural next step in her journey, even if it's a difficult one for her mother to accept. Amber's reaction, while filled with concern, is a reflection of the deep love she has for her daughter and her desire to protect her. As Liz embarks on this new chapter, it's clear that her family will always be there for her, even if it's from a distance. The transition may be tough, but it's also an opportunity for Liz to discover who she is beyond the role of daughter, sister, and caretaker. Trent Johnston's offers tribute to late father Poppy with emotional eulogy. HEARTBREAKING. Trent Johnston, the father figure of the Johnston family from the popular reality TV show 7 Little Johnstons, has faced an emotional journey that has touched the hearts of many. In a heartfelt tribute, Trent offered an emotional eulogy for his late father, affectionately known as Poppy, a loss that deeply affected him and his family. The tribute to his father highlighted not only the bond they shared, but also the profound impact Poppy had on Trent's life and the lives of those around him. The event itself was filled with emotion, as the Johnston family came together to remember the man who had been such an integral part of their lives. Trent Johnston is no stranger to challenges. As the patriarch of a family of little people, he has always worked hard to provide for his loved ones while navigating the complexities of living with dwarfism. His wife, Amber, and their 5 children, Jonah, Anna, Elizabeth, Alex, and Emma, have all become familiar faces to fans of the show, who have followed their lives and milestones over the years. The family's journey has been one of love, growth, and overcoming obstacles, but the loss of Trent's father, Poppy, brought a sorrowful chapter to their story. The funeral was an emotional occasion that saw Trent step into the role of not just a son, but also a loving and respectful tribute giver. As he stood before friends and family, Trent shared his memories and experiences of his father with an openness that touched the hearts of all in attendance. His eulogy was not just a speech, it was a heartfelt recount of the man who had shaped him into the person he had become, a man who had imparted wisdom, love, and strength. Poppy was described by those who knew him as a loving, dedicated, and strong individual, a man who always put family first. He was the kind of person who could light up a room with his presence, offering support to others with an open heart. Trent's words reflected this admiration, as he recalled the countless moments when his father had been there for him, offering guidance during tough times and joy during celebrations. The depth of their bond was apparent as Trent spoke of the memories they had shared, from childhood moments to adulthood milestones. He recalled how his father had always been there to lend a helping hand, never asking for anything in return. For Trent, Poppy was more than just a father. He was a mentor, a friend, and an unwavering pillar of support. One of the most emotional parts of Trent's tribute was his recollection of his father's character. Trent described Poppy as someone who never backed down from a challenge, someone who taught him the importance of perseverance and determination. In the face of adversity, Poppy had always remained strong and resilient, showing Trent the power of grit and hard work. This lesson had stayed with Trent throughout his life, influencing the way he approached obstacles and the way he raised his own family. It was clear that Poppy's influence had a lasting impact on Trent, shaping him into the man he was today. As Trent spoke, he also reflected on the legacy that Poppy had left behind. Poppy's love for his family, his work ethic, and his ability to connect with people were all qualities that Trent hoped to carry forward in his own life. He expressed gratitude for the time he had spent with his father, acknowledging that no amount of time could ever feel like enough. The love between father and son was undeniable, and Trent's words echoed the sorrow of losing someone so dear. The Johnston family's loss was felt by many who had followed their journey over the years. Fans of 7 Little Johnstons had come to admire Trent for his warmth, kindness, and devotion to his family. Seeing him in this vulnerable moment only deepened the connection that viewers had to the family. It was a reminder that behind the cameras and the reality TV show was a family experiencing the same heartache and loss that many others do. The eulogy was a raw, unfiltered moment of grief, but it also served as a testament to the strength of the Johnston family. Despite the sorrow, there was a sense of unity and love that shone through, as the family leaned on each other for support during this difficult time. Trent's eulogy also highlighted the importance of cherishing the time we have with our loved ones.